In this episode of Building Better Brands, we're going to be talking about 7 things that your boss wants to know about rebranding their company. I'm Tony Hardy, founder and director of Canny Creative, and today we're talking about 7 different things that your boss is going to ask when you go to them with the idea of rebranding their company. The first question most people ask in this scenario, you've guessed it, it's about money. How much will this rebrand cost? And essentially the answer there, unfortunately, is how long's a piece of string? How big is the business? What's involved? Is there a strategy piece? Is it simply the identity we're changing, or we're looking after the ongoing brand campaigns? These sorts of things all factor into the price. So yeah, we've got a great blog article on the price of branding below. We'll link that up, but unfortunately I have to leave you with the answer. How long's a piece of string? 2, how long does it take to rebrand a company? Sometimes people try and rush into these things, but they want to know from the off, okay, the clock's ticking, how long have we got, how long is it going to take? At Canny, we typically say an SME size rebrand with an average set of deliverables, maybe like the strategy, the identity, and a brochure based website could take anywhere between 12 and 16 weeks, maybe even up to 20. So make sure you've got a good quarter of the year, maybe 3-4 months. That's a good window to get things done, unless obviously you're on the Coca-Cola size of business here. That's going to take the best part of 6 months to 12 months to rebrand. So just be careful. Make sure you've got plenty of time in the diary when you're looking to do it. How does rebranding a company work? So, okay, you've acknowledged you want to rebrand, but how does that process actually get started? Well, you've got to find an agency that can help you with the rebranding and get the goals and objectives down on paper by creating a well-written branding brief. And then basically you have to let the agency work their magic. Lots of different agencies across the world to choose from. They all have different processes, but essentially our process would boil down to research, goals and objectives setting, competitor research, setting a strategy, creating rounds of design work after a period of visual research, and then rolling through, distilling those rounds down into the final identity. And once you've got that, you can roll it through all of your sales collateral, all of your marketing collateral, and then of course there's the website to do as well. Question 4, how do we choose the best branding agency for a project? This is an easy one. We've got a video already on our YouTube channel about choosing an agency, but essentially Google is your friend. There's websites like Dribble. You can scour LinkedIn, look at testimonials, look at portfolios, see if they've got work that you like, resonate with, and essentially reach out, see what the results are like, and yeah, choose, go with your gut, look at your budget, see what happens, and basically choose the best fit for the project. Question 5, how involved will they be? Well, it's a massive project. The rebrand of a business is probably one of the biggest projects you're going to run there. It's a real transformation project. So any good agency, a good agency worth their salt, is going to basically be very, very involved. You're going to have to let them into all the nooks and crannies. You're going to have to let them see the skeletons in the closet, unfortunately. They're going to need to know everything about your business, and to do that, they're going to really deep dive, get under the hood, get under your skin, poke around, make you a little uncomfortable, but that's how you get the best results. 6, what information will they need from us? Well, like I've said, they're going to want to be in there. They're going to be in the trenches, fighting alongside you. They're going to want to know as much as you're comfortable sharing, and possibly some things you aren't comfortable sharing. It's always good to know things like, what size of business are we working with here? Do we need to make a plan for what happens when we're turning 10 million, for 50 million, for, it's good to get those things in line. Are we dealing with a smaller company, we're only turning 200, 300,000 pounds? Are we dealing with a massive corporate turning billions? Obviously, they're going to know that going in, but if there's plans afoot, if there's 3 months, 12 months plans, it's always good to get full visibility on that. That gives the agency things to work with. It's no good saying, oh, well, we'll just focus on the first month here, and then actually they realize in 6 months' time there's a massive website upheaval plan or a huge trade fair that they haven't accounted for within the branding. So yeah, give them full visibility and you'll get the best results. And finally, question 7, will our rebrand improve our bottom line? Well, branding and the impact of branding has always been substantially difficult to measure. It's a well-known fact that you can't always tie the ROI back to the branding. It is pretty grey, pretty difficult. However, there are some pretty conclusive reports that I'll link to down below and some great articles about measuring the impact of branding and rebranding. Basically, the key takeaways are a solid rebrand executed well can have a massive positive effect on business growth and business turnover. And if you look at some of the biggest brands in the world, none of them have got branding that's shoddy or a strategy that isn't working. So I think it's a safe assumption that yes, a well-executed rebrand will have a positive effect on your bottom line. That's it. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment below, and we'll see you next time on Building Better Brands.